Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and this is some breaking news in relation to big seizures in Spain. We've covered a lot of news in Europe, and thank you to everybody that supports that. The mainstream media will have you thinking that the guy on the estate we've announced is the reason why we have drug issues. The intricate layers of the importation of drugs is on an industrial scale. This is a $1 billion industry, and there is no way in hell that it's just kids from the estate that are responsible for this. So I think it's only fair that we discuss them sorts of issues. These are very well documented in songs like Cxcaine by Immortal Technique. As we've covered in so many stories before, Spain is a massive exporter of cannabis and cocaine. And that's not because it grows the cocaine, it just imports. It's got a lot of cocaine importations. And a lot of this goes to the Netherlands and eventually the UK. But this has got such little interest by the UK press that there is a small article in BBC News, no video footage, but there is actually over 10 minutes of video footage in Spain that has been released. And also they don't even bother to translate the articles from Spain as well that give us a lot more details of what actually happened. Spanish police took part in several raids across the country in Madrid and Malaga. Drone footage shows the moment that they gained entry to apartments and also warehouses. They found laboratories and massive stashes of drugs and cash. They also found a Narco submarine as well in a warehouse in Madrid. They found dozens of firearms, watches and jewellery as well. They also found drugs in bags of dirt that were hidden in a warehouse. Police said this group didn't only transport drugs, they also transported human beings as well, from the western coast of Morocco to the Canary Islands in what they say was dangerous boats, and they mainly brought hashish with them as well. The police operation to prevent the importation of the drugs and the immigrants found that they arrested 20 people and 14 of them were Moroccan and 6 of them were Spanish. 9 searches were made by police where they seized 50 kilograms of hash, 63 grand in cash from 6 vehicles and a motorcycle, and various documentation in relation to the Morocco importation. Agents from the National Police arrested another 20 people on an island in Tenerife and dismantled what they say is a big criminal organisation. The organisation, they say, was a mix between people and drug smuggling, and after various investigations the agents were able to verify the existence of the network on the island of Tenerife that was dedicated to introducing immigrants by boats from Morocco to the Canary Islands. The agents have been able to corroborate that the criminal network and trips introduced narcotics into the boats as well. In the second phase of the operation, seized a boat that was on departure from Morocco and 12 people were prevented from getting on board. And in the warehouse raid is where they found the 600 kilograms of cocaine. Reuters news agency have reported 2 professional footballers from Argentina and 2 football agents have been arrested in relation to the importation of these drugs as well. They said that a red Ferrari worth £250,000 and an arsenal of weapons that included a revolver and Japanese sword were seized when 12 members of that group were arrested in Madrid on Sunday. The gang, they said, is very violent, and Spanish National Police said there was a lot of dangers and several automatic weapons were found in the raids. They found £700,000 in euros as well and 20 other expensive cars. They said a drugs lawyer carried out the legal duties for the organisation that included money laundering, and the police said gang members used codes to refer to other members of the organisation and apartments they used to store cocaine. Gang members lived in luxurious properties and had no sign of legal employment. According to the investigators, it is part of a massive organisation in the Spanish capital, and this is took part in the Canary Islands, Colombia, Tenerife and arrests also in Argentina. So it shows the intricate levels that it takes to import any amount of drugs. And of course, an interesting fact to take from this story as well is the discovery of the Narco submarine. This may come as a surprise to some people, of course. It seems like a very elaborate way to import drugs into the country, but due to lockdown and various other reasons, they've had to become more clever at the ways that they do try to cross borders with drugs. The boat that was found inside the warehouse is a fiberglass boat, but ones that they found in Colombia are actually electric. USNI News did an article on this submarine that they discovered in November of 2020. This submarine says that it can have a payload of 6 metric tons of cocaine that can be stored in the bow, and another 2.5 tons can be put underneath each crew bunk further down the ship. They have 10 tons of heavy duty batteries, so this can function as an electric submarine. They estimate that these submarines would have cost £1.5 million to make, and shows also the commercial elements of this. This has got researchers. This must have took a lot of brain power to work out the science behind balancing these loads. They say the 6 tons of cocaine would have been valued at $120 million in America. And Narco submarines were seized as well in 2019 by US Coast Guards as well, where they seized tons of cocaine. And these submarines, different to previous ones as well, are fully submergible for large periods of time. The battery life would last 12 hours and it equates to 32 nautical miles and can reach speeds of up to 3 knots. So I thought this story was really interesting to find out stories from outside of the UK and the way that this can affect our country as well. I really want to hear what people have to say on this as well. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And thank you to everyone supporting the channel every single day. Peace.